Very good afternoon. Welcome to this course on steam and gas power engineering. Today, we will solve working examples of Rankine cycle and reheating Rankine cycle. Before we will try to solve uh, about this Rankine and reheating Rankine cycle problems, you will try to recall in previous lecture, that is regenerative process. So this is one of the thermal efficiency improving method. Okay, then you try to comparison between reheating and regeneration and a normal ideal Rankine cycle. In ideal Rankine cycle, that efficiency, there is no losses here, losses in ideal condition. So that is ideal condition. uh, that process is boiler. After boiling, the steam is entering into the turbine, then that high pressure steam entering into the turbine. After turbine work, it is expanded isentropically, then that steam low pressure steam entering into the condenser. After condensation, that is entering into the liquid. That liquid is entering into pump. The pump will raise pressure. That high pressure liquid again entering into the steam generator. This is one a typical process in ideal Rankine cycle. But in reheating Rankine cycle, you are introduced two turbines. One is high pressure steam turbine and low pressure steam turbine. That means after turbine work, after high pressure turbine work, it is isentropically expanded from two different states, from state 1 to state 2. After expansion, the steam again entering into the steam generator, again entering into the steam boiler, again reheat. Okay, after again that low temperature steam entering into the steam generator, again the temperature and pressure is also raised in steam generator and steam pressure boiler. Again that high pressure and high temperature steam entering into the steam low pressure steam turbine. Again, after turbine work, one end is connected to that generator, another one is connected to condenser. Okay, this is one a typical cycle in reheating Rankine cycle. Then, but regeneration Rankine cycle is, you are introduced two pumps and one feed water heater. After turbine work, that steam, that bleeding of steam or extracting steam from the turbine at various points. One point is connected to feed water heater, and the other point is connected to steam condenser. Okay, for example, if you supplied 100% of heat, only 40% of heat is converted to mechanical, that energy is converted to other form of energy, that is work done by the system. That remaining 70 percentage of steam, okay, 30 percentage of steam come back into the feed water heater. Then after pump work, that liquid and existing or extracting steam mixed in feed water heater. Again that mixture entering into the pump 2, pressure and temperature is raised. That pressure, that high pressure steam plus liquid entering into the boiler. This is a typical cycle, typical working involvement in a regenerative Rankine cycle. This is a comparison between ideal Rankine cycle and regenerative Rankine cycle and reheating Rankine cycle. Today discussion, we will try to solve working examples related to reheating Rankine cycle and ideal Rankine cycle. Now, this is the problem. Okay, a steam power station uses the following cycle. That steam power station uses the following cycle. Okay, uses the following cycle. So that conditions is steam at boiler is outlet. That means steam at boiler outlet 150 bar and temperature is 550 degrees. That means inlet condition of turbine. Exit or leaving stage of boiler and inlet condition of turbine. That values is 150 bar and 550 degrees. Then reheat at 40 bar pressure and 550 degrees. Reheat at 40 bar pressure and 550 degrees. Then condenser at 0.1 bar. Using the Euler chart and assuming the ideal process, find the quality at a turbine exhaust and cycle efficiency and steam rate. You know, uh, this is problem is related to reheating process. Is clearly mentioned that constant pressure at a 150 bar and 550 degrees temperature. This is the inlet condition of turbine. After turbine work, then it is connected to steam generator. At condition pressure is 40 bar and 550 degrees temperature. Then condenser pressure is 0.1 bar. By using Euler diagram, okay, we will try to find that dryness fraction. Okay, so from steam tables, I collected from this data enthalpy, enthalpy and entropies at 150 bar pressure and 550 degrees temperature from steam tables. Okay, I collected from this data enthalpy around 3445.2 and at 40 bar pressure enthalpy 3065. Similarly, at 0.1 bar, I collected from data from steam tables enthalpy at 191.8 and HFC value is 2392.9. HG value is 2587.7. So this is this data everything taken from steam tables. Okay, now this is one typical cycle thermodynamic relation related to in this particular problem. So process 1 to 2 is pump work and process 2 to 3 is constant pressure. So that condition pressure is 150 bar and temperature at point 3 is 550. Then turbine work takes place, that is high pressure turbine work completed, then expanded. That process 3 to 4 is expanded. Then 4 to 5 is reheating process. That 4 to 5 is state 4 to state 5. From state 4 to state 5 is reheating process. Then 5 to 6 is again isentropically expanded. So turbine work. So that 6 to 1 is constant pressure process. So here you know these conditions. Okay, 150 bar and 550 degrees temperature and 0.1 bar pressure. 0.1 bar pressure. Here that pressure is 40 bar pressure. Okay, based on the steam conditions, okay, I collected from data from steam tables respective steam conditions at 40 bar and 550 degrees and 150 bar and 550 degrees and 0.1 bar pressure. Okay, these are all the data taken from steam tables. But you know H1 and H3 and H4 and H5 and H6. Okay, it's just you look at this diagram. H1 is known value, H3 is known value, H4 known value, H5 known value, H6 known value. But here unknown value is H2. Then I want to H2, then I will move on that performance calculations. Okay, performance calculations. See, this is relations, performance relations, thermal relations. Efficiency of Rankine cycle is network done divided by heat supplied. That network done is WT minus WP. That means turbine work minus pump work by heat supplied. So I can write these equations with the help of TS chart. So that heat supplied is equal to H3 minus H2 plus H5 minus H4. H3 minus H2 plus H5 minus H4. Because heat supplied here two conditions from process or state 3 to state 2 and state 5 to state 4. This is a reheating process. This is a normal heat supplied. Then turbine work is equal to H3 minus H4. This is turbine work. This is also turbine work. H5 minus H6. H5 minus H6. See this here. This is heat supplied 2 to 3. So I can write that equation H3 minus H2. Then here also heat supplied. This process 4 to 5 is reheating process. H5 minus H4. So H3 minus H2 plus H5 minus H4 is heat supplied. Turbine work is this is expanded, isentropically expanded from state 3 to state 6. I can write that equation in terms of enthalpy: H3 minus H4, H3 minus H4 plus H5 minus H6. Okay, H5 minus H6. So now I know heat supplied and turbine work. Then pump work. That pump work WP is equal to H2 minus H1. H2 minus H1. So see this equations as this is. These are the equations. Heat supplied H3 minus H2 plus H5 minus H4. Turbine work H3 minus H4 plus H5 minus H6. WP is H. Sorry, this is wrong. Please correct this. H2 minus H1. Yeah, I can write that equation in terms of pressure into specific volumes V into del P. Okay. Now I want to H2, that enthalpy at point 2. Okay, enthalpy at point 2. From steam tables, I collected that specific volume from steam tables at 0.1 bar pressure. That value is 0.0010 meter cube per kg. Now the WP is equal to V into del P. The del P means at initial stage pressure is 150 bar and other stage is 0.1. That means approximately that 150 bar pressure. So volume, specific volume into this pressure. So this 100 is unit conversion, meter cube per kg and kilojoule per kg per kilonewton per meter square. Based on this unit conversions, we are multiplied 100. So this is volume, specific volume. This is pressure difference. Okay. Now finally I got that value around WP is equal to 15 kilojoule per kg. Now, once I got that 15 kilojoule per kg in WP, this value is substituted to WP into H2 minus H1. Then I got that H2 value 206.8 kilojoule per kg. Okay. Now I know all the states enthalpies. Okay, all the states enthalpies. Now I substitute those all the values in respective equations. Heat supplied I got 3618.6 kilojoule per kg and turbine work is here. Turbine work is around 1432.5. So by total work, W total is turbine work minus pump work. The total net work done is 1417.5 kilojoule per kg. So then efficiency is equal to net work done by heat supplied. That net work done is 1417.5 and heat supplied 3618.6. Then finally got that efficiency is 39.1%. Then steam rate, I want that steam rate in terms of I want that steam rate in terms of kg per kilowatt hour, so that 3600 divided by this is net work done 1417.5. Finally, I got that value is 2.539 kg per kilowatt hour. This is the first problem related to reheating Rankine cycle. Now, problem number 2, we will move on another example problem. I hope all are clear about this first problem. Then for problem number 2, this is problem number 2. Yes, this is problem number 2. A cyclic steam power plant is to be designed. A cyclic steam power plant is to be designed for a steam temperature, at a turbine inlet of 360 degrees and an exhaust temperature of 0.08 bar. After isentropic expansion of steam in the turbine, the moisture content at the turbine exhaust is not to exceed 15%. Determine the greatest allowable steam pressure at the turbine inlet and calculation the Rankine cycle efficiency. For these steam conditions. Estimate also mean temperature of heat addition. This is the problem. So here a turbine inlet condition temperature is 360 and exhaust condition pressure is 0.08. So initially you will try to collect data respective steam conditions, steam properties from steam table. This is the TS chart. This problem is related to ideal Rankine cycle. So at 360 degrees from steam table page number 6, at 360 degrees I collected all the data from steam tables. Similarly, at 0.08 bar pressure, 0.08 bar pressure, this data SF 0.593 and SFG is 7.637 and SG is 8.230. Okay, everything collecting from steam tables. With help of Moyle diagram, I find that dryness fraction X4 at state 4, the dryness fraction is 0.85. So according to that TS diagram, S3 is equal to S4. S3 is equal to S4 because entropy is constant. So by interpolating method at 360 degrees, and you know that entropy values, and at 0.08 bar pressure, you know that entropy value. Based on this interpolation, based on this values, by using interpolation method, you will try to find that inlet condition pressure. So around I get that value from Moyle diagram 16.0 pressure. So I know 360 degrees, I know entropy. Based on those two values, I will try. I can find this pressure by using interpolating method. So that pressure is 16 bar pressure. Then H3 is known value. I can take from steam tables. Then finally, I want H4 enthalpy at state 4, HF4 plus X4 into HFG4. So at 0.08 bar pressure from steam tables, so H1 is equal to HF4 around 173.88 and HFG4 value is 2403.1. Okay. Similarly, those values you substitute in this equation. H4 is equal to HF4 plus X into HFG4. I know X value is 0.85. Okay. So these values substituted in that equation, I get value H4 is equal to 2216.52 kilojoule per kg. So that H4 value is 2216.52 kilojoule per kg. I know enthalpy at state 1, 173.88. So unknown value here is H2 is unknown value. So WP, I can write that pump work in terms of volume, specific volume into pressures. So that specific volume at 0.08, around that value is 0.001 meter cube per kg into that del P is change in pressures. So initial condition pressure is 20 bar pressure. 16 bar pressure. Maximum pressure is 16 bar, minimum pressure is 0.08. The difference 16 minus 0.08, I got value 15.92. So I multiplied 100 because unit conversions, kilonewton per meter square and meter cube per kg. So finally I multiplied with 100 at 0.01 into 15.92 into 100. I got pump work 1.592. Once I find that pump work, that value is substituted in below equation. Pump work is equal to H2 minus H1. I know H1 and I know WP, that is pump work. I don't know H2, enthalpy at state 2. Okay, I can find that enthalpy by using pump work and enthalpy at state 1. So around I got value enthalpy at state 2, 175.47 kilojoule per kg. Then finally heat supplied at constant pressure process in between state 3 to state 2. So that means intermediate process 2 to 3. So I can write that equation heat supplied H3 minus H2. I know H3 value I can taken from steam tables around 3148.7 minus 175.47. Just now I find enthalpy at state 2. So finally I got that heat supplied 2973.228. This is heat supplied value. That WP is around 1.592. Then next I want turbine work. So the turbine work means after turbine work it is isentropically expanded. So that enthalpy difference here H3 minus H4. H3 is a maximum enthalpy, H4 is a minimum enthalpy. So that H3 minus H4 3148.7 minus 2216.52. Then finally I got WT is, that is turbine work, 932.18. Then net work done is turbine work minus pump work. The turbine work is 932.18 and pump work is 1.592. I got value 930.588 kilojoule per kg. Okay, then efficiency is net work done by heat supplied. Okay, those values substitute in this equation. I got 31.2% efficiency. Okay, then we will move on mean temperature of heat addition. We are already discussed in previous lecture that mean temperature, okay, average temperature heat addition. So I can write that equation in terms of enthalpy and entropies, that mean temperature is equal to H3 minus H2 by S3 minus S2. I know all the values I collected from steam tables, and I find some values related to those some thermal equations. So H3 is known value, H2 is known value, S3 is known value, S2 is also known value, respective conditions, enthalpies and entropies. So I substitute those values in this mean temperature equation. So H3 minus H2 value I got around 2973.23, and S3 value is 7.087 and S2 value is 0.592. Finally, the difference, that mean temperature is around 184.77. You add 273, you want to kelvins, so that value around 457.77. Okay, this is the problem, working problem. So this is related to Rankine cycle. This is related to ideal Rankine cycle, and before problem related to that reheating Rankine cycle. These are the two working examples of Rankine cycle and reheating Rankine cycle. So I can stop in today's session here. Okay, we will move on. We will discuss in next class combustion of fuels. Okay, combustion of fuels. Thank you.